So, a little while back, I did a video. I was talking about Vladimir Putin's, Russia's president, his favorite, I guess, car driver, limo driver, whatever. It wasn't really a limo. He had a Mercedes, and this was his top driver. And there's footage. It almost looks like a freeway, but it's some kind of highway. And that driver's in the fast lane, so that's the far left. And, because there's just like ours, as far as driving on the proper side of the road. And someone oncoming traffic, on the opposite side of the road, also in the fast lane. So both cars are basically like this. As soon as he gets up in the perfect distance, this lady's car just goes, woof, boom, smashes right into him. He died. I think the lady survived. And that she was driving a Mercedes as well. They didn't say which one, what model, but that she was driving one. So I went and did the research real quick. It said, there's a high probability that this particular car she has can potentially be hacked because they have this new technology where you have wireless and all this crap. And I said, just to show you, I'm going to relate an article, maybe even had a video with it, if I recall, where they as in some Americans, and they may have been from one of these tech schools or whatever, I forget. They showed that a new Jeep Cherokee, can have all kinds of different stuff taken control by them via Wi-Fi on the internet, etc. They were like a half mile or some whatever distance away from this thing, and were able to get it to like shut down and put the brakes on or something, etc. So you have to understand something about a car these days with anti-lock brakes. Each individual wheel has its own sensor. So let's say there was some oil, really slick oil, on the ground. Your car drives over it, but it's mainly the front tire hits it first, and you're hitting the brakes at the same time when this happens. You're hitting the brakes kind of hard. That front left tire starts slipping. The other three tires are not yet. Number one, because it's just on the left side of the car. And number two, it's just the front tire that's hit it so far. So what happens is ABS kicks in and causes that front left tire to back off a little bit of the pressure on the brakes automatically, regardless of what your foot's doing. So essentially, if you can control the ABS system in a car, you can send a command to the car's computer. I want you to put a lot of pressure on the left front brake. So when you're normally driving down the highway, it's not like you don't have a death grip on the wheel. Right, you're just cruising. Get your hands barely on the wheel, keeping it straight, just doing what you always do every day. And if someone were to make your left front brake turn on very powerfully, your car is absolutely going to jerk to the left so fast by the time you even try to counter it, it's too late. And when you see the video of Putin, this was months ago, I said, this is not an accident. That car didn't accidentally swerve by itself. Okay, this is the club telling Putin, hey, you could have been in that car, buddy. Watch what you're doing, etc. That was my opinion. So now the federal government, the U.S. auto safety regulators, on Tuesday, proposed new rules requiring automakers to adopt crash avoidance technology that allows all new vehicles to communicate with each other, a move that could help accelerate the development of self-driving cars. The requirement of so-called vehicle-to-vehicle connectivity, or V2V in industry parlance, in all consumer vehicles. This will be is what they're proposing, on all consumer vehicles within 5 years, is viewed as central to the development of a new age of cars that can avoid accidents by wirelessly monitoring each other. You don't think that wireless could possibly be hacked again, since it already has multiple times already. And I did another story after, I think, that one I was telling you about earlier, on Tesla. Tesla had their cars are updated, I think, through like GPS or something. GPS signal, satellite signal. And they had an issue with their car, one of their vehicles, whatever it was, and it got updated by itself. Hey, you turn your computer on, Please stand by. Don't shut your computer off. Windows is updating. That's what his car did. Come out there and it's updated. And there was a hack, and the update patched the ability for the hack to happen. So, how many other hacks are there? Not only that, does the CIA and, NSA and all these people, considering the, information they have, technology they have, they may know exactly how that operating system on that car works, the passwords. They can break right into the thing. Once again, let's cause the left front brake to turn on real quick. They can even do this so that, planes have a black box. Well, let's look at the car's computer last known records. We don't know. We don't see any brake pedal being applied anywhere. The ABS never came on. The auto safety experts said that just maybe the person's hand, jerked to the left, or maybe they ran over something. We don't see anything. They are going to have control over everything. The club. You get a guy like what they did with Breitbart. His car went flying down the street, high rate of speeds, exploded. That's normal. Now everything will look up just an act of God, another act of God, another act of God. Accident, in other words, accident, a real definition of an accident. We don't know what happened. The car swerved. Well, that's funny. That guy was a well-known conspiracy theorist radio show, huh? Well, that's funny. That was a well-known alternative doctor. That's funny. And it's going to look like an accident every time. Every single time. They want cars talking to each other wirelessly, for safety purposes. Again, on the surface, it looks good. It sounds good. That's great because everyone's always fidgeting with their phones these days. Nobody's paying freaking attention. We could, the insurance industry could save a ton of money not having to pay out for these accidents because people won't be getting in as many, which means our rates should go down. And that's just positive everywhere. Except for what I just told you. But that's conspiracy talk. No, the club wouldn't do that. But again, what are the chances that Putin's favorite driver got nailed and killed by a car, oncoming traffic, swerving out of the middle of nowhere? And that particular car, likely because of the model, or I don't know the exact model, but the make was a Mercedes. And I was reading to you, look, these newer models are coming with this type of electronics system where you can do that. You could potentially hack into the thing. So, again, highly likely in my opinion. So now they want cars to talk to each other. Boy, that sounds fantastic. Again, you can get rid of everybody that protests. Oh, this guy's making a lot of noise. That guy, what's his name? We Are Change. Luke Radowski. A guy like that. I'm tired of this pesky little flea messing with us. Next time he gets in his car, pull the switch. Okay, you got it, sir. Yes, sir. No one will ever know. There's no noise. There's no gunshots. There's no explosion. No. It's something you can't see or hear. A wireless signal going right to the car, telling the car, a big bus is coming, and they'll be right behind you following. The CIA, the club, they'll be right behind you following in another car with a laptop directly connected to your car's computer. Because, again, all the cars are talking to each other. They've hacked in right there. They don't have to go to the satellite, none of that. Just direct link to your car. A couple cars behind, right behind, whatever. Let's wait till a semi comes or a bus comes. Boom. Do it. Oh, he's at a train crossing. He's the first one. Oh, this is going to be great. We're going to have his car take off. Everything's fly-by-wire these days. No more wires, or in this case, cables going to your throttle body to open the throttle so your car goes. It's all electronic now. The computer sends a signal up there. Oh, his foot's on the pedal through that sensor, and he's pushing on the pedal, so open the throttle, right? You're sitting on a train. Car takes off in front of the track. When the train gets there, boom, you're dead. Again, we don't know what happened. Maybe he slipped off the brake. He was falling asleep. We don't know. Another accident. Prominent person in the alternative media point of view. But it'll just go under as a complete accident. All these cars, just all these accidents. Gosh, we don't know what's happening. So that's, I think, what our future has in store for us. They want in 5 years all new cars. So in other words, in 5 years, any car made that year and going forward must have this type of system, this car-to-car, what do they call it, vehicle-to-vehicle wireless system. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. This is absolutely going to happen, as I said, too. If they do this, you will be hearing stories. You're not going to hear Breitbart's fiery car go down the street and explode, even though that's what happened, and that was pretty weird. They don't have to do that anymore. Hit that front brake sensor, boop, oncoming traffic. And by the way, the person that hit you, we just didn't mean to kill you, but we did. Sorry about that. Your family, sorry about that. We didn't mean to do it, but you took one for the CIA team. We needed your car. You were at the right place at the right time. It was the right size. You were in an SUV. You're a patriot in our eyes. Your family's going to be sick to the stomach the rest of their lives. They're going to remember their mom was driving, poor mom. Maybe even a baby in the car. We don't know because we don't get to pick who we're going to do this to. We're just looking ahead, which cars are coming. Got our guys in our ear. Got an SUV coming up in about 1 minute. Fast lane. That's the one. What color? Yep, got it. Okay. You're linked to it. I'm linked. I'm behind him. You're behind that one. We got it. Let's do it. You're going to control that car if you need to. If you need to both of them to hit each other. Or just, I got the color coming. As soon as the color comes, okay, hit the button. Boop. Car goes over. Dead. It's no different than when they have to take an airplane down. As I always say, always look who's on board. When you ever hear about a plane crash, any plane crash, big or small, you always look who is on board. And when you see that there's some prominent official, you have to, you got to open the conspiracy book and say, what are the chances that that particular plane with that particular person on it just went down? Anyways, just wanted to let you know, no, technology's not looking good for that reason, because it will be exploited, plain and simple. Now, what I would say, which would be fantastic, is if it is exploited, by the likes of Anonymous, that damn Harry Reid, that damn Nancy Pelosi, that damn Clinton family. We know where they live. They're in a car. We know what car they're in. Hey, Anonymous, they're going to hack it and do the same thing that they were doing to us, so to speak, the club's doing to us, in this fictitious example. That, eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, would be fantastic. But I bet, strangely enough, their vehicles don't have that feature turned on. Can't communicate with theirs. Take care.